Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, Truth Nunez, and our spiritual council. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to our day ones. Welcome to our new subscribers. Welcome to everyone in between. We're so graceful. Okay, you're so graceful, my lovies. We're so grateful, honored to be your channel, my lovies. Welcome to today's collective energetic read. Keeping in mind we are reading collective energy. This is not a private reading. This is a collective reading. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you would like to book a private reading, you can do so by following the instructions in the description box below. We are going to get started right away by honoring and thanking our spiritual council. I want to honor and thank my grandmama, Abuelita Gladys Nunez Maldonado. I also want to honor and thank my grandpapa, Abuelito Felix Antonio Nunez. I invite you to do the same. I do honor and thank your trusted ancestors, those that protect and love and guide you. I invite you to honor whatever religious force, whatever spiritual force, whatever makes you feel good, grounded, and connected to the all as you are in this experience. You can also take a moment of silence to be in silence with yourselves. That's also more than enough. Let's get started, my loves. Ooh, we got shapeshifter energy in the field. 0120, who needs to heal? We got shapeshifter energy in the field, my lovies. Shapeshifters. If you know, you know. These want to speak with you, my lovies, as we were getting everything ready. You have energies that just are so delighted. They're so delighted to speak with you, my lovies. Through this channel, through this vessel, my lovies. Something about a tassel, something about the Moors, my lovies, that area. Like, I'm getting Cameroon. I'm just leaving it in the hands. Teresa commented that she's just leaving it in the hands. That's good. 8220 for some. 8220, which is 822. We don't add that in numerology. So we have 12 energy, December energy, the hanged person. She's definitely leaving it in the hands of whatever because she's in sacrifice. That's interesting. For some of you, you could be in a sacrificial position. You're just kind of giving up your will. You're allowing, in a way, it's like you want someone else. For some of you, I am getting like somebody that wants somebody else, or this could be someone around you, take it how it resonates. Someone wants somebody else to foot the bill, and so they rather not make a decision. They're like, I would just rather stay be at the will of something or someone else and not make a decision and kind of just stay stuck in a position. That's interesting. Cancer energy. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Cancer or with a Pisces, or the late February into like February 23rd into March 22nd, or Cancer energy, July. Okay, for some of you, July 22nd. So maybe Cancer, Leo, cusper involved in a situation. You got to trust her, though. For some of you, you're trying to trust somebody and you're kind of like, I'm leaving it up to this person. I'm sacrificing and I'm in a stuck position. That energy has been very present for some, because you're leaving it up to somebody else, or somebody else is leaving it up to you. Take it how it resonates. But there's an energy of sacrifice, or sacrificing your willpower. Maybe for some of you, you feel like it's for the greater good in a situation. You feel like if I take this L, or if I kind of just step back and put others' needs before mine, so to speak, someone's running out of time. This running out of time thing, my lovies, for the last week or so, someone's running out of time, my lovies, to do something. For some, I don't think it's the time to be in a stuck position, but for some maybe willfully doing that anyway, and it is your will. Whatever, whether you relinquish it or not, it's still up to you at the end of your life to be accountable for what you did or what you did not do. Boom. Anyway, because that's where the coward's way out energy comes in. For some of you, suicide prevention. For some of you, the suicide watch. Oh my God, here we go with this. Anyways, this is not where we thought we were going, but we just go with the flow, my lovies, so we can all go. Boom, my lovies. Boom by coot, my lovies. Give them the boot. That's been present. That's been envy. Okay, for some there's envy in the field. That's been present too. For some, dealing with somebody who is sacrificing for an F buddy. For some, there's an energy, it's been very present, and I don't think, for me, it's kind of important. Someone needs to see, or someone's seeing like a support, a mental health support, something or other. Don't mind my conditioner, my lovies. It's okay. It's drying. But it does this all the time. This is your sister friend's MO. I always have, especially in the back, because my hair is so thick. My hair is so thick. Okay, now we're going to talk about my hair, my lovies. Deflecting. But my hair is so thick, it's all right. I'll let you, my lovies, because I love you. And if it helps you. My hair is so thick that it takes a long time to dry. And so like, especially like, I have to like experiment with different conditioners, because certain conditioners is like, they like leave-ins, they don't really like, they dry up pretty quickly. So like my hair absorbs them pretty quickly, and then others kind of take like a little bit longer. So I have like these chunks of conditioner I walk around with, and it's like, it makes me feel, you know what it makes me think of? Storm. It makes me think of Storm in the X-Men. But anyways, some of you can like Halle Berry, some of you like Storm, some of you like the X-Men, some of you like hex work. But and of course, for some of you, you're a horse. For some, somebody's a channeler. For some, somebody's in sacrifice to an F buddy. So, for example, I've seen this and I'm like, how would you, for example, say you're having, I get it, right? You kind of like get roped in, and then you think it's like a Bonnie and Clyde situation, but you got to put your pride aside. That's what's coming in. So something about, here we go with this Priscilla. There's a Priscilla involved in a situation for some, and it's very present. But and she's pregnant. For some of you, someone's pregnant. Someone's, a side piece is pregnant for some. But it's curious because, for example, like I've seen, especially like people that are really like reckless and kind of immature in their soul. Like, for example, you're messing around with somebody. Again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We're getting a few different energies, but you're messing around with somebody, and they tell you about their supposed ex. Actually, you know what? Spirit's telling us to use this example. Yesterday, I was at the gym. It was quite beautiful. I had an interaction with this gentleman. He's been trying to get closer to me over the last, I would say, few weeks. I've been seeing this person around, like we see each other at the gym. I don't really talk to a lot of these people, but I do notice like a lot of these people have known each other for a long time. A lot of them went to school together. They're all from the same town. They all grew up in the same area. And so like they have a built-in rapport of sorts. A lot of them went to the same school, or they know each other by, you know, brothers or sisters or friends or cousins, or some of them are family. And it's interesting to watch these dynamics happening. However, I really don't have like a connection to these people. There have been a few people that, you know, I've tried to like, you know, get to know and whatever, but to say that I'm like really embedded in the community, how they are, no, I can't say that. I don't really like talk to a lot of them like on a deep level like that. Because there's like you know, I just admire observing their community and how they function. So this gentleman comes up to me yesterday, and I was kind of like stretching in between sets, and he says to me, "You're on the hunt?" And I'm like, what? He's like, someone gets high all the time, Jesus. He's like, "You're on the hunt?" I'm like, huh? He's like, "You're on the hunt?" I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I start smiling. He's like, "Cuz you're out here like a killer." And I'm like, huh? He's like, "You gonna kill me?" I'm like, is this like, what kind of ritual is this? He's like, "Nah, you're out here like a killer. You gonna kill me. You look like you gonna hurt somebody." I'm like, okay, do you scare easily? Like, we're just going back and forth. It's just like friendly banter, but there's something to everything. So he's like, nah, you just out here, you look like you're gonna kill somebody, and I just want to know if you're gonna kill me. I'm kind of afraid of you. And I'm like, that's your problem for being so intimidated. It's not up to me for me to control your fear. You got to control your fear. And I'm like, how you doing? He's like, I'm good. I noticed that he didn't come to the gym on the 14th, so I'm like, how was your Valentine's Day? And he was like, it was good. How was yours? How's your man? I'm like, my man? He's like, yeah, I thought you had a boyfriend. I'm like, we've barely ever talked. Like, we just started talking. And he's like, oh, okay, well, so that already tells me, like, okay, there's gossip and someone believes I have a boyfriend. I haven't had a boyfriend in years. But literally, my last boyfriend was in 2019. And beginning of 2019, and I dropped him back off in Texas. But his family was from the Fort Worth area. But that was my last boyfriend. After that, I had a sexual encounter with a roommate once. But besides that, I haven't had a boyfriend in years. I have not had a boyfriend since 2019. This gentleman comes up to me and says this to me, and I haven't had sex in 3 years now, over 3 years now. So I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I have no one. No, I don't have anybody. And he's like, oh, okay, well, I thought you had a boyfriend. And I said again, I'm like, well, what would make you think that? We barely talk. I just started to talk to you. And he kind of like deflected and went on to something else. And then I'm like, so how was yours, Valentine's? Like, how was you and your significant other? And he does have a partner apparently. And he's like, and I'm like, what? Things are not going well. And then he kind of laughed and walked away. Obviously this person has some type of preconceived notion about me, which is wrong, or he's been told things that are not necessarily true, whatever he's hearing. But what I liked is that he was able to get out of his fear. And one of the ways, even though he was kind of like projecting some of it onto me, like, here, have some, by me telling you that you're the scary one, so I feel less scared to approach you. I actually thought it was really sweet. I really did. I thought that it was sweet for him to get out of his comfort zone, because he doesn't know me from a hole in the wall, again, from seeing me in the gym. But him and I, we barely ever talked. Over the last few weeks or so, we've been saying hi to each other. But and something about his brothers are coming in, but I thought it was, or somebody's brothers for some. Maybe this is like a brotherly thing for some of you. Like, there's a clique, and then the clique, like, in order to try to be loyal to the clique, someone may, for example, in another example, it would be like that person could have easily like turned against me and really taken like his fear and use that against me in some way, like to harm me or to stalk me or to try to bully me, or to, I've met all types of people on this planet, or to, project onto me, like, again, like, oh, this person wants to hurt me, so let me hurt them first. Let me go stalk them and see what they're really about. And it's like, well, you're already like trespassing on my rights, like on my personal privacy rights. Or let me go and, spread bad things about this person, like, that I don't even really know. At least he came to like verify, like, I heard you have, like, he didn't say I heard you have a boyfriend, but he's like, I thought you had a boyfriend. And I'm like, well, why would you think that? Like, we never even really talked. Like, he's like, you didn't have a boyfriend? I thought you had a boyfriend. Like, and I'm like, what makes you think that? I never talked to you. And then he didn't really go into like, he didn't bash, he didn't bash his friends, but he didn't acknowledge or deny anything. And for me, I don't know. I think he was trying to find like a middle ground between his fears of his peers and what he's heard or what he's not heard. That energy's been present for some of you talking to people. We've seen that over the last couple of weeks. That's been in and out. For some of you, you could be dealing with people that it's like, I didn't think I would ever talk to you. They may even come to you. Maybe they actually bring gossip to you, because for some of you, there is Jocelyn. For some of you, the name Jocelyn. For some of you, like there's some, and Vanessa too for some. and Priscilla as well. But for some of you, there is actually gossip that for some of you is actually harmful, and it's become you. Unfortunately, you didn't have such enlightened beings like the one I was talking to yesterday. And for some of you, you do have people like trying to bully you, making up fake accounts to, to stalk you, to harass you, to have some type of argument with you because of their fears of what they think they know about you. And for some of you, they never knew you. You know what's curious, my lovies? There's a post, one of the posts that we made recently. I'm like, I am amazed at how much this is resonating with the amount of people that it's resonating with. And I got to thinking about that, and Spirit gave us how, for some of you, you had people that didn't even really know you. Like, they never, whether it be even, and I'm talking about Eli, Ellie, Eliana. And I'm talking about people that like you actually could have had some type of interaction with, or for some of you, maybe even someone you were in a relationship with, maybe even someone you considered a friend, maybe even someone you considered more, God knows what. Maybe for some of you, this was a roommate. Maybe for some of you, this was someone you lived with. Maybe for some of you, this was someone you were even married to. Maybe for some of you, this was even someone you had children with. Maybe for some of you, these were some of your family members. For some of you, this is even a mother, a father, an uncle, a cousin. These are people, for some of you, there's an energy for some of people that turned others against you that you didn't necessarily know, Denise and Delilah. But it's curious because they never even really like knew you. They don't know, or at least they don't know this expression of you. They don't know the current expression of you. They can't even approach the current expression of you. And it's not to say that you have anything against them. You can speak to whatever happened and not have hate about it. Do you know what I mean? You go on with your life and you're able to establish. So Queen of Swords energy in the reverse, for example, or King of Swords in the reverse. With these energies, when they go out into the world, they're not able to establish clear connections. The reason being is because a Libra could be significant. A Libra was very present in the preliminary for some. The reason being is because they're taking, for example, they're generalizing an experience they had, and they are saying this person, every other person like that or similar to this person, they are like that too. And that could not be further from the truth. You understand that. You are judging. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords energy, they are judging accordingly. They have clear judgment. That's why they're so close to justice. They have clear judgment. They understand to look at every situation accordingly. Certain situations deserve more leniency. Other situations, it's like we've already been very lenient there. And it's like it's fairness and justice. Fairness and justice. For some of you, you're being very fair and very just in a situation. You're not letting past emotions get in the way, whether they be good or bad. You're looking at it as, and whether it be for your dad or who's the dad or whatever, you're looking at it as this is the just judgment for this situation, and this is how we are going to move forward because this is just. And jealous Jalissa and jealous Melissa for some. Anyways, to mi abuelita Gladys Nunez Maldonado, you got a Page of Pentacles running around for some. For some of you, this could have to do with like training opportunities or financial opportunities or little gigs that you're taking on, and or people that want to work with you or collaborate with you in some way, and you're like, that's cool. I'm going to take you to school. For some of you, you want to take someone to school. For some of you, you actually want to work with somebody. For others, you're like, nah, I'm good with this opportunity. Been there, done that. I understand what that energy is about. Thank you very much. Just and jealous Jalissa. Just judgments. Jesus, my lovies, is jealousy. Jealous ass. Jealous ass bitch. Jesus, my lovies. What's up with these people, my lovies? Jesus. Deeple translation software. Sarah or Sarai for some. Sarai was very questionable. Very questionable, definitely. Sarai was very present in the preliminary for some. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. A white Tesla could be significant for some. To mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez. To mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez. To mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez. To Mama Merce. To Mama Merce. To Mama Merce. To Shango. To Shango. To Shango. To Yemaya. To Yemaya. To Yemaya. To Papa Legba. To Papa Legba, to Papa Legba. That was an experience. To Elegua, to Elegua, to Elegua, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Ogun, to Ogun, to Ogun, to San Miguel, to San Miguel, to San Miguel, to Santa Marta, to Santa Marta, to Santa Marta. Something about Mark and something about Morgan. Something about Kelsey. To San Rafael, to San Rafael, to San Rafael, to la Santa Muerte, to la Santa Muerte, to la Santa Muerte, to Sakmet, to Sakmet, to Sakmet, to Kalima, to Kalima, to Kalima, to the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power, to all of the trusted ancestors that protect and love and guide all of us. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine light, to your all-knowing, all-being, all-seeing power, to the trusted ancestors that protect and love and guide this work. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To all of the trusted ancestors that protect and love and guide this work. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? In love and truth and courage, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and mercy, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and justice, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and judgment. What is up? What is up? What is up? Hot stuff. How's it flowing? How's it going? What's popping? What's cracking, my darlings? Or reading for my darlings. 2134 was on the clock. Those numbers could be significant for some or any combination of those numbers. We're reading for my darlings. Reading for my darlings. It is true. We're reading for you. It is true. It is true. Spirit's asking us to add that. 21 is 3. 34 is 6. And 4. Ooh, emotionals. 10, a completion of a cycle for new beginnings, and something very emotional is happening in the spirit for some. You're clearing some emotional blockages for some. That's cool. That's cool, my lovies. Someone's going to school. For some of you, someone's going to school. For some of you, you're thinking of a child who's going to school soon, or someone around you, or you've been discussing a child. Someone's been cussing, a child's been cussing, and for some of you, it's your cousin. For some of you, a niece was very present. A niece has been very present in the preliminary and in the readings for some. Something about a niece. You're thinking a lot about your niece for some. I am getting a younger niece, but I'm getting the number 8. I'm getting the number 12. I'm getting the number 13. I'm getting 15. So someone either in their preteens or a youngster. You're worried about your niece. You're thinking about your niece. For some of you, you're thinking a lot about your nephew. Nieces and nephews in the field for some of you. For some of you, you're concerned about a niece or a nephew. Very, very present. I almost want to move on. I'm like, where are the parents? Maybe for some of you, it has to do with questioning parents, or where are the parents? Because I'm like, where's the moms and the dads in the field? And maybe for some of you, there's something there. There's something there. There's something fair. Justice. Maybe for some of you, abortion. Okay, for some of you, abortion. For some of you, justice. For some of you, some type of legal procedure that has to do with a child, or a procedure, or a courting procedure, or school procedure, getting someone prepared for school, for the nest. For some of you, for the nest. For some of you, I'm seeing the nest, a thermostat. For some of you, have some type of thermostat that you can control from your cellular device. Okay. For some of you, vices. Okay, here we go. Someone around you or you, take it how it resonates. But we're reading for, we want to really jump right in, but we actually want to, for some of you, slow wind. For some of you, slow winding. For some of you, slow ride. Dun, 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 dun. Take it easy. Dun, 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 dun. Slow ride. Oh, somebody's going by in a motorcycle. Vroom, vroom. Take it easy. Dun, dun, dun. It goes, I think it goes with a, right? I think it's a motorcycle thing. But anyways, my lovies, my son, for some of you, your son. For some of you, two crows fighting in the sky. And then another one following closely behind it. 2432. For some of you, okay, we're reading for February 17th, 2023. Saturn's Day. There are delays in a situation. For some of you, Saturn's Day brings in delay when it comes to 8 energy. 17 energy is 8 energy. So there's some type of legal procedure, medical procedure. For some of you, there could be a postponing of a medical situation. For some of you, you could postpone. For some of you, there's a premature. For some of you, you can postpone a date for something. You can postpone something was prematurely done. Maybe for some of you, premature testing in a situation. Maybe for some of you, something has to do with child and testing. For some of you, you could be testing children. For some of you, you could be testing for a child. For some of you, you could be taking a test yourself. For some of you, there's a paternity test in your field. For some of you, there are delays when it comes to a procedure. Saturn's Day brings in delays. 8 energy is all about procedural things. So legal procedures, medical procedures, little boo-boos, big boo-boos. It could bring in an insurance claim. So for some of you, you could be, using your insurance to pay for a medical procedure or getting some type of medication, but there are delays in getting a medication for some. There are delays. For some of you, I am getting erythromycin. So for some of you, someone around you, yes, my lovies, getting tested for that STI, STD, sexually transmitted disease, sexually transmitted demon. Someone's getting tested because their semen stinks. Okay, good for you, my lovies. I am proud of you because that's important. It actually really is. But Saturn's Day brings in delays. So for some of you, there could be a delay in a treatment of a situation. A delay maybe because of a treatment procedure. I'm getting oolong tea for some. Oolong tea. Somebody likes oolong tea. I'm not a big fan, but for some of you, you love it. Tasting it gives me a stomachache, but for some of you, you love oolong tea. You love yourself your oolong tea. Ooh, you really do. Jesus, it's like oolong tea for life. For somebody really loves tea, but you really like oolong tea. That's really interesting. The health benefits. You like the health benefits, the way that it does something to your stomach for some. Yeah, I'm feeling it's heavily in my stomach. But anyways, you got delays. For some of you, you do it because that's how you clear your bowels. Like for some of you, you've associated that and so your system is now used to drinking oolong tea as a way to clear your bowels or get bowel movements going, and it works for you. It really does. I'm feeling it. It makes me want to do it too. Isn't that funny, my lovies? Somebody owes you money, my lovies. But anyways, for some of you, so delays, and Monica and Moni, but 18 energy. 18, okay, for some of you, the 18th, so 9 energy, an ending of a situation. But we are reading for the 17th, but for some of you, you could be looking forward to the 18th for Sun's Day for some reason. But Saturn's Day brings in delays. So no matter what, there's going to be a delay in a situation. 8 energy is also soulmate energy, soulmate energy. For some of you, you could be doing things that call your soul. They're just part of your soul's calling. The birds are flying so beautifully. It's a flock going by. For some of you, you could be doing things that make you feel good, that make your soul feel good. You could be taking care of yourself. You could be bird watching for some, because I'm really like focused on the birds. For some of you, you could be really focused on the birds recently, because I pay attention to the birds, but like it's almost like for some of you, you're like fascinated. You find it magnificent. It's like the patterns, like oh my gosh, they're like oh my gosh, there's a lot of them. It's like 50 birds. And it makes my mouth water. And it makes me want to have a daughter. For some of you, you've been bird watching, or you're going to go bird watching. You've been like sightseeing for some of you. You've just been taking in whatever your experience is, and you're finding it so beautiful. The patterns, they're flying so beautifully. It's like you're protected by nature for some. Anyways, Queen of Pentacles. This is energy of like someone that would do something like this. Like someone that would just enjoy nature, that would care for babies. For some of you, again, there is something something about a baby here, or a little baby or a little girl. For some of you, a preemie is in your field. For some of you, you could be supporting a mama that you really love, or this could be you taking care of a baby that you really love, or there's going to be a little preemie in your field for some, and you're going to take care, or if it's not a preemie, it's just a baby. You could be taking care of birds. You could be taking care of your nature. You could be out in nature for some. I am getting, for some of you, you'll be spending time out in nature or going outside somewhere. There's a reason why this tarot wanted to speak with you. And it's like your crown, like the way that you take care of life, the way that you even like interact with the birds over the Saturn state. It's going to be very meaningful. It's just going to help you like lift the spirits off of your head, whatever worry you had. Some of you are very like, your mind is very open, very enlightened, very clear. Your crown is very beautiful. I am feeling it. For some of you, your crown feels so like clear. You have no fears. You're out in nature. For some of you could be camping. For some of you, something about hunting is coming in, or the name Hunter for some. For some of you, you're just really like, really something about Gunther. Something, here we go with this Gunthrop, or something about avia or aviation, something about an aviation tech for some. But you're just here loving. For some of you, you could be spending time with your significant other, and or your brother's significant other. For some of you, there's just a lot of caretaking and loving in the field. For some of you, someone is going to have some type of temporary stay on a wheelchair, and this is bringing this back in. It came in yesterday's reading for their life of sin. For some of you, somebody has a little temporary stay in a wheelchair for some reason. Because, okay, for some of you, definitely a child, the Fool, taking risks, a surprise for some. I'm feeling a surprise. For some of you, 2 children, 3 children, a pregnancy for some here. Jesus, Ace of Cups can sometimes bring in a pregnancy. Something unexpected for some, and moving away from a storm, 6 of Swords energy. A lot of healing. The 6 of Swords, moving away from storms, has been very present for some. Moving away from storms, internal, external. For some of you, you could be sailing away somewhere. For some of you, you could be taking a little bit of a break. I was getting Catalina Island yesterday. For some of you, Catalina Island could be significant, or some type of island. For some of you, an islander can be involved in a situation. For some of you, a Highlander is involved in a situation. Excuse me, my lovies. A lot of love here. A lot of love and big energy, feeling very supported, or supporting somebody in love. For some of you, there's an opportunity to meet someone or create like a very strong bond. An older female, a younger female, like a lot of females involved in a situation for some. Like 5 females involved in a situation for some. For some, you can be traveling with friends or having visitors come. For some of you, you can have a friend come with her baby, and then another friend with her baby, or you're a friend with a baby. I'm getting like 2 babies involved in a situation, or 2 youngers, like 2 toddlers and an older, like a 7-year-old, or 8 or 9. But again, for someone feels like they're running out of time. Someone wants to take a leap of faith, but they feel like they're running out of time. And Little China. Something about Little China. Who's Little China? Is that an artist or something? For some of you, you may be wanting to go to a concert, because I'm getting like wanting to go to like a concert, and like running out of time to get the tickets, or running out of time to do something. And Spirit's saying you're not going to run out of time. For some of you, if there's something you need to like purchase that's is part of like your legacy for some reason, it's going to make you feel empowered, especially in the material sense. And you could be traveling for this. You're not running out of time. Divine time is at play. You're not running out of time. They just need you to sit for something. 9 of Wands, an alliance. You don't want to give up. But I think Spirit in this case is also telling you to, even though you feel like the Choice, the Lovers, Gemini, and a 5 of Wands, competition. Okay. Oh, and Spirit just knocked. For some, I am getting, this is how it's coming in. For some, if somebody wants to go to a concert, I feel like someone or some type of event, they want to go somewhere. And Spirit's asking you to, Spirit's testing you. It's like, Nine of Wands energy. Excuse me. It's like battered and bruised. Battered and bruised. For some of you, there could be a fight, though. There could be a fight somewhere. Wherever you're going, there could be a fight. At night. There could be a fight somewhere. It's like a bar fight, or I'm getting like a party of some sort. There's going to be some type of fight. And Spirit's going to ask you either to, for some of you, there's an alliance here with a well-meaning female for some. You have a choice. You can either choose to fight, and then eventually you're going to have to move away from the storm, or you could choose to be in alliance with this female who you love or who you have some type of strong emotional tie to, and not give up in this situation. In the preliminary, I was getting she's a good woman and I hate it. Someone hates that someone's a good woman. She is a good woman and I hate it. I'm getting a few different energies, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. For somebody Eddie, I do believe I failed you. Eddie, I know I've let you down. Don't you know I've tried so hard to love you in my way? It's easy, let it go. We are born innocent. Believe me, Adia, we are still innocent. It's easy, we are something. It doesn't matter. Indecent exposure. Last night, there was an energy that came in. Someone's in an inner fight because there's a female who... It's like, I don't want to love this person. This is what it feels like. Or I don't want to like this person. If this isn't like a relationship thing, for some of you, a cunnilingus, here we go with this bullshit, eating someone out, someone doesn't want to, like, they don't want to like somebody. I'm feeling it. This is really tormenting. Like, what the hell is this? We are born innocent. Believe me, Adia, we are still innocent. Hi. But it makes me want to cry. It's like my voice is cracking. Don't you know I've tried so hard to love you in my way? It's easy, let it go. Somebody wants someone to let something go. There's a choice that was made, but it's like ever since this choice was made, someone feels played. They feel like it's not a terrible choice. It's like it wasn't the worst choice you could have made, but it wasn't the best choice for you. And something's telling you like, and someone wants you to let it go. They've tried so hard to love you in their way, but it's like, I'm not good enough. Someone feels like they're not. This is actually someone, okay. Earlier I was getting an energy. Someone got a reading done and they found out that this is not the one. There it is. Yesterday, this energy wanted to come in, but it wasn't ready to talk. They found out that whoever they chose, even if they're not a bad person, they're not someone's ideal match, even though they are a catch, however this applies. But I think it's a love thing for some. Someone feels like they made the wrong choice. Something about Joyce, something about Jocelyn. Seven of Wands. A lot of fighting in this energy. It's almost like, it makes me want to cry a little because like, this is not a bad person. They inspire love. They inspire something. But it's like, it's not the one. It's not the one for me. It's not. This person actually feels like this person's kind of a hidden enemy, because for some, it's almost like, this is kind of like the energy. Like say you have a bunch of people, again, back to everything's coming in for a reason. Say you have a bunch of people that get along. They have all known each other for X amount of time. They're buddy. They know each other. They grew up together. They went to high school together. Some of them know, this person's brother, this person's cousin, blah, 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 blah. All these people have some type of like preconceived notions about an external person. Let's say like, again, someone that comes out from like an out-of-towner, someone that they don't know. The clan gets to being a clan and a clique and groupthink. And they start sharing fears. They may even start sharing their fears with their peers. They may start sharing bullshit about someone that they don't even know. They start to share maybe that someone's even a hoe. You know how many times I've been accused? Spirit gives us, nobody says that's bullshit to my face, but they get judged. They definitely get their karma for it. But you know how many times people, Spirit gives us, this person called you a hoe when they don't even know you from a hole in the wall. They wanted to project onto you wholeness. And I'm like, well, okay, may they find their wholeness. But it's like you see someone like that. And then someone in the inside group, they're like, well, I actually want to get to know that person. But everybody starts to lying. They start to saying things that it's like, oh, but that person may even have a man. It's like, does she have a man? How do you know? Oh, I know because I talked to her at the gym. Mind you, never even had a conversation. So maybe like something like that's happening in a situation. There's a resignation. Now like that, like something like that's happening in a situation. So someone was like tricked, because the sacred trickster wants to talk to you as well. Someone was tricked into a relationship, a connection with someone that they're not a terrible person, 4111, but it's almost like now they see them as like an ops, like an opposition in a situation where it's like, well, were you also in the lies with the 9 of Wands? Were you in this crew as well? Were you bashing someone that you don't even know, that I was actually interested in getting to know? And had I not got with you because of lies, I would have got your results and a heart. Oh, my lovies. We'll share that later. My lovies. Someone's a hater. My lovies, we entered into this model search thing, a tattoo model search thing, and we made to the top 20, my lovies, in our round. But we made it to the next round. I was kind of resistant, and Spirit's like, just do it. And I'm like, well, all right, Spirit, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. And we moved, and I'm like, it was kind of like a last minute thing, because we got votes last minute, and we made it to the next round. So I will post if you want to check out our Instagram, if you want to follow on Instagram and keep up with the daily vote and support your sister friend. And you can read about why, the reasons why Spirit gave me that we were entering that, and we'll see how far it goes. And it's just a fun thing. So if you want to go on Instagram, check out Truth Council 23 on Instagram, and do your daily vote for the tattoo model search for your sister friend. Anyways, my lovies, back to the reading. Shift gears, shift energies. Whoo. So it's like someone's feeling, I don't know, the 7 of Wands feels like defensive. I don't think someone's like, because someone actually, for some, again, take it how it resonates, however this applies to you. I'm just giving examples that Spirit's giving us, but the energy can express itself in different ways. But it's like someone was played. A 5-year period could be significant. A 9-month period could be significant. Something could have started in June for some. But someone wants to like move away. They want to take a risk, even though something may cause conflict. But again, it's like Kirikou and la sorcière. For some of you, if you want to check out Kirikou and the sorceress, it's like someone was in some type of like gang mentality, mob mentality, and there were a few people that benefited from this, but this Queen of Pentacles definitely benefited from this Queen of Pentacles energy. Someone like that, again, they came off, they're not a bad person per se, but they had backing of a bunch of people to have somebody, and they were tracking as well, a bunch of people working together to have this emotional thing happen. And now someone's like, it's like ever since it happened, someone's been defensive. They're like, I don't trust it. And they have reason to, because it was all based on lies and bullying and exiling somebody or something else. This is how it's coming in. Everything's coming in for a reason. So now it's like someone wants to make a choice. They want to back out, because I'm getting 9, 7, 5. So they want to backtrack. They want to backtrack to something. Somebody wants to go back to something. 4 of Wands to their twin flame soulmate energy. For some, I don't like to use that word, but we have seen that for some of you, you are actually on a twin flame soulmate journey. Spirit said it. I can't, even though I don't like Truth Nunez personally, I'm like, Spirit, what is that even effing? Spirit was giving us in meditation. This was all premeditated to have somebody move away from their 1111 energy, from a twin flame or whatever the case may be. Oh, look, this guy goes to the gym. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? This guy goes to the gym. Isn't that funny, my lovies? Everything is coming in for a reason. I'm in a parking lot. He's going into, where's he going into? Let me mind my business. Anyways, 1111 energy. For some of you, someone doesn't want to give up on their twin flame. They don't want to. They don't want to give up on whatever they were constructing before. Knight of Cups energy. They want to come and treat somebody right. For some of you, this was somebody that you live with. They want to come and bring food to you. They want to come and wine and dine you. They want to treat you very nicely. They may say, you know, I haven't seen you in a while, but can I stop by? Can I bring you flowers? Can I bring you this? You know what's so funny? Spirit was giving us, for there are some people that spent horrible Valentine's Day together because they want to come to you and actually be in like it's sweater weather. For some of you, the sweater weather energy, Jesus. So happening now, but before the winter is up, for some of you, you'll be hearing from someone that wants to treat you very nicely, and because they feel like they made a mistake and they were tricked, and it's their fate. They feel like something is fated. For some of you, someone can be bringing you beautiful things to your home. For some of you, if you have a party in a house, just being cautious. For some, I would really not invite anybody over at this time, because the energies are very conflictual, especially people that want to travel to see you. For some of you, someone does want to travel to wherever you stay to see you. They want to come to see you, or this is what you want to do to somebody. Wherever the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, take it off. Bronco energy. For some of you, Broncos. The hummingbird. The hummingbird is the only bird that flies back. They want to go back. They want to backtrack. 8 of Wands. They want to travel. They want to communicate. With the Empress, come on. With the Empress and stagnation, 4 of Cups energy. They were in some type of stagnation. A mother could have been involved as well for some. Libra energy here, we did say. A lot of wand energy. Someone wants to come forth with a lot of passion because they're going through a major transformation. It's like through the initiation through fire. Beyond delivery. Someone likes Beyond Burgers. Someone could be a vegetarian or a vegan. They've felt stuck for a really long time, but 4 of Cups energy is also about family. It's about legacy, like in a very stagnated way. It's 4 of Cups in, like, I'm seeing the 4 of Cups in the spirit of the divine. You could have warned somebody, or it's like somebody, like, again, like in a community, like their 4 of Cups energy is like the status quo in a community, stagnation, luxuries, people that like maybe are even doing well financially, but this person's absolutely bored with this life. They're bored with this life. They're bored with their wife because it does not compare to Empress energy. I'm just the messenger here. For some, you do have something unexpected, but like a positive turn when it comes to a mama. For some of you, you have a very supportive mother. For some of you, a mama has been very stagnated as well. For some of you, you could be like fighting a lot with your mom. But there's been a lot of stagnation, especially over family situations, maybe even over like overspending. You feel like your mama's overspending for some. And maybe you live with your mom. For some of you, you live with your mama. For some of you, you couldn't have an Asian mama. For some of you, your mama's very vigilant. She's coming in as a vigilant. For some of you, your mama goes to church. I'm getting a vigil. For some of you, your mama goes to church. For some of you, your mama can go to church, but she's going to tell you about some conflict or drama. I like your mama. Your mama's cute. For some of you, you got a cute mama. She's so sweet. She don't like drama, but something dramatic is gonna happen. Anyways, she's gonna communicate. For some of you, a lot of communication with your mama over the next few days. I love her. Your mama is so cute. She's the sweetest little mama. For some of you, yoga. For some of you, yoga. For some of you, mama could do yoga. I'm seeing a short mama, but take it how it resonates. She don't want no drama. Your mama's the cutest. For some of you, your mama is the cutest. For some of you, you have such a sweet mom. I'm getting, for some of you, you could be a single son. For some of you, you're a single son. For some of you, you have a single son. For some of you, there's a really sweet female, an older female. For some of you, if you are a mama, especially when it comes to house situations, Spirit's asking you to move away from a storm of people, especially if you're in some type of a competition or people that want to Comstock, Combox, Compton for some, especially people that want to like compete with you or fight with you over your construction. For some of you, your mama could be very well off, or you as a mama. There's a creative venture here for some. Or for somebody, a mama's given birth or has like, for some of you, there's a new pathway opening up and a new creative venture. And you have a lot of envious people about that. And especially if you are a mama, there's a female who is really not about drama, but people love to Bing search engine. Maybe it has to do with a search engine. People search you, give bad reviews, I am getting for some, because they are envious of what you do. This is what it feels like. Who the hell is this? A Queen of Swords, someone's ex, or envious females. I told you Queen of Swords energy is in the reverse, but in the reverse. Spirit saying it's in the reverse. I told you, oh my God, I told you Queen of Swords energy is present. But for some of you, Queen of Swords energy is in the reverse. And for some of you, there's a Queen of Swords in the reverse who is pregnant. For some of you, there's an envious pregnant woman around you who's a liar, a stalker, who's mean-spirited, who tries to bully your creation. This person is obsessed. Who the hell is this? She calls you a bitch. And it's like, I don't even talk about you. Someone is obsessed. What the hell is wrong with this effing woman? This was an old friend or someone that pretended to be a friend. But you said no because you saw that she's a mess. For some of you, could have called this person a hoe. And I think no offense to her. This person, what the hell? For some of you, there's an old hag she's coming in. She's really older. She could be older than you. You've rejected this person. She feels rejected by you. She's felt rejected by you for a long time because you're not about the fucking mess. Look what the hell she does. Because she's envious. She wants to come in with some passion, maybe even argue with you. Maybe for some of you, she's looking for and she's not moving forward. Nothing's moving forward in her life. There's that Page of Pentacles. This person wanted to offer like maybe to work with you, collaborate with you, but it was really to fucking have you unstable, and you saw it and you're like, nah, I'm good. Thank you. Nah, go somewhere with your fables in the past. This is someone from your past, someone you've known for a while. This person wanted to treat you like a child. Mind you, you're a grown adult, a woman, and you fucking saw a high priestess. You know this woman's a bullshitter. This is somebody from your past. Someone needs a babysitter. She's going to call you and tell you, I don't know, she could have even tried to like play stupid games with you, like knowing like you're about your business and like, oh, can you be my babysitter? Can you be my photographer? Could you be like some bullshit? And you're like, leave me alone, you wicked witch. Ace of Swords, it is the truth. You know this. You know this. You know that this woman's a psycho. She's a stalker, a psycho, a bully. She wants to harass you because she's mad and envious because somebody thinks she's competing with you. For some of you, this could be a few females, to be quite frank. It's like you have your business going, or you're worried about your business ventures. You're worried about creating things. It's not necessarily the business, because all these people think about is fucking money. You actually found something that makes you passionate about life. And you don't give these people the time of day, and it makes them mad. It makes them sad. This person's trying to look for ways to fucking argue with you. Giving you bad reviews. Someone gives you bad reviews. It's like going on your business site. For some of you, you have a business. And they lie. They just make shit up. And they think it's funny. This person thinks this is funny. This tells you how rotten this soul is. And they don't see it. It's like, how do you deal with that? You don't. You let them fucking go, my lovies. 5 of Pentacles. They want you to be fucking suffering. They want you to struggle. But that's all they think about is money. But yet they lack wealth in their soul. They're dead in their soul. Ace of Wands. They want you to try to abandon a new work. They also want to, for some of you, they're going to try to rush in and, this is weird. This is weird. And communicate about healing something, but it's just to be in conflict. I just don't get it. For some of you, there's an aunt involved in a situation. For some of you, Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic could be significant. For some of you, there are envious fools and you see through them, or you saw through them. For some of you, this is someone from your past. They're going to come from nowhere. It's like, this is someone you could have known from like an activity, like something like nativity. Christmas could be significant. You could have spent Christmas or something, a holiday with this person, or celebrated some type of festivity. This person is in a mental prison. Because this Page of Pentacles, they really want to offer you this Page of Pentacles to the Star, to your Hierophant, and they're waiting. For some of you, there's a Taurus or an Aquarius. For some of you, you could be really worried about some type of new offer or new venture, and you're waiting on an opportunity. Divine justice. I told you justice is here. For some of you, there could be prison for some. Oh my gosh. And a 9 of Swords. These people could be going to prison for something they did. I've been ignoring it, but for some of you, you may not have known that this psychopath actually was working with someone that you know, or someone that was close to you, that knew where you lived, or this is what you did to somebody, my lovies, to try to set you up to have you harmed physically. I'm just a messenger. And somebody's gonna, it's like, you know, when you see on TV, like, it's like, oh, this person was part of this kidnapping ring. And they all went to prison. And you're like, oh shit. Like, when those things happen, I've seen, unfortunately, a lot of those things. Again, I've gotten to meet all types of people. Meet and greet. All types of people. I've got to meet all types of people. For some of you, you need a restraining order. At some point, you're gonna need a restraining order against somebody. But 6 of Pentacles, what they did for money. And karma is here, the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, it's like you're going to hear some stuff. Like someone's going to have to, like a plea bargain or something. Maybe for some, again, food had to do with something. Strength here. This Queen of Pentacles. And 8 of Pentacles, a work situation. 9 of Wands. They didn't want to give up a house. And 8 of Pentacles. For some of you, a work from home situation. Anyways, work hard. For some of you, you'll be working hard on your work from home situations. But some of you, you work from home. You make money from home. And you have opportunities coming in, and you'll be very busy over the next few waves. But we work like slaves, I'm hearing. We work like slaves. For somebody works like a slave. Okay. Jesus. 6 of Swords. Move away from a storm, my lovies. Find your peace. You and your niece. It's coming up. Jeez Louise. For some of you, it's like watching on TV, like this latest news, a drug ring gets busted, or and they're disgusted. Or you know what's funny? I find it so interesting how they keep like kidnapping rings on the low. I find it so interesting how it's like something about an island though, for some. Anyways, divine justice. I told you Libra energy is very present. Justice is very present. For some of you, there's a judicial procedure. You're going to be hearing some shit. It's like, oh shit, what is this? For some work that they were doing that they held back from you, and they work with the devil. This, for some of you, how somebody was making their money, a Capricorn or a Queen of Pentacles. Somebody could have been very well financially, but they were holding back from you. They were also very greedy. They did a little too much. They were offering up too much work to the devil. And Spirit's like, okay, enough of that. That's it. You've shown us everything that we need to see here. You failed all the tests. It's time. You failed all the damn tests, including becoming obsessed. Anyways, well, my lovies, that was interesting. Stay well, my lovies. Stay well. Stay absolutely well. You know why? Because your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you. Your spirit friends love you and adore you. Love you and adore you. Your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you, your spirit friends, and your sister friend, and your spirit friends, and your sister friend. In love always, in love always, in love always, and forever, homies.